and welcome to Comics with Jose. My name is Jose. I love comics and I want to share them with you. Follow me on Twitter at Art of J Velez, on Instagram at JVelez622. We're going to review some comics that I like, that I love, and some that I don't like or love. I own all the comic books that I am showing. Even though we're going to be looking at them digitally, I actually have copies of every single comic book that we are going to review. Like and subscribe, and thanks for listening. Hello, everyone. Thanks so much for coming back and joining me as I talk about my favorite subject, comic books. My name is Jose. I love comic books. I like talking about them. I like sharing them. Um, like and subscribe. So we're going to be looking at Jim Lee's Divine Right that he did in Image comic books. Now, I have to tell you, I have all 12 issues, but more on me. I hadn't seen this since I was in college. That's when I bought these originally, and I've just had them. So idiot me ended up buying the trade. So I'm going to show you the trade, because I didn't even. I looked. I go as I'm looking at it. I'm like, oh my god, I think I have these, and I did, but I kept them. I kept the trade because the trade has some really cool art that has, um, and it has the half issue, which I did. I don't think I had. So I only had the 12 issues. Um, so I have to tell you, the story is not good. This is what happens when you these creative people, um, they don't have good writers. They don't know how to write. So we're just gonna look at the pretty pictures because Jim Lee deserves to have his art looked at and just gawked at and look at that. So that's what we're here for. We're here for Jim Lee. We're not here for Brandon Choi. Brandon Choi is Jim Lee's buddy, and Jim Lee basically gave him a job, and that was um, that's why he's here. So I don't think he's done anything ever since. He worked with Jim Lee, and that's it. So there's a lot of annoying little Faraday's law that is. I think that's one of our Max. It's just, but it's okay. It's the 90s, so um, this is our main character here. I know his name because he's the main character. I couldn't name anybody else. I tried reading this and I was like, oh my goodness gracious, I cannot read this. So I don't expect you to read it, but if you're a Jim Lee fan and you've never seen this, please get this. This Jim Lee by himself is worth the um, getting this, even with a crap story, because Jim Lee's art is beautiful. So I quit watching. I quit reading this. I tried. I was just like, and all I did was look at the pretty pictures. Jim Lee draws pretty pictures. So it was apparently having a dream because hey, who doesn't like stories with dreams? So I think this was this the half issue? Was this the full issue? I don't know. See that Faraday's law. So it always starts with some kind of quote. So it was the era. This was the era. So isn't that something that whole half issue was just a dream? I mean, what kind of a story is that? I mean, I don't know. Good thing he can draw. Good thing that these have pretty pictures because if Jim Lee doesn't draw this, I mean, there's very few. I would have bought it. Let's say you get this exact same. I would have bought it for Mark Silvestri. I would have bought it for Todd McFarlane. I would have bought it for John Cassidy. I don't know if I would have bought it for Jay Lee. I like Jay Lee, but I don't know. Um, Jay Lee's art is very it's different and it's not for everybody. So some people I like it. I have a Jay Lee some Jay Lee issues ready to go, and beautiful, beautiful. Oh my goodness gracious, this guy can draw. But I wouldn't. I definitely like if Mark Bagley, and if you like Mark Bagley, good for you. Mark Bagley draws it. I wouldn't have read this. So, um, there's certain artists that I can put up with bad stories, and Jim Lee's one of them. And I like Howard Porter. Howard Porter is the artist in JLA. I wouldn't have put up with that story for Howard Porter. I don't buy this for anyone except, like I said, very few people because this story is just eh. So, but Jim Lee, this was his return to penciling. He had taken a sabbatical after Wildcats, and I believe this is the first. He just did these 12 issues. It says this is the end of book one, but there's never been a book two. These 12 issues just compromise the first part, but I think she's a. I don't know. I don't even know what she is. I think she was a cop or something. I love the hat. And so he sells pizza, I think. So Travis Charest. Oh, beautiful. He is. Um, even sad that he just. This guy is so slow but his art is beautiful. So look at all these variant covers. So the book is good to have for me. Like I said, I didn't buy variant covers back then. This is one of the things that I've always said. What are these? People just put tick marks like this, and I never understood it. It does in black and white, fine, but when you're gonna do that's probably would have done all these ticks when they're just gonna computer generate the dress. So you can tell the Bad Girls was all the rave back in the 90s. Maybe they always are, but man, I have Jim Lee's Wildcat run. I have Travis Charest or Charest. I think he's French. I have his continuation with Alan Moore. That dude is also a great artist. So I have everything Jim Lee. I have his uh, Death Blow, his Fantastic Four, which is co-written also by him and this Brandon Choi, which his Justice League, his Suicide Squad, his Superman Unchained, um, uh, Batman Hush, Batman, not the one with Frank Miller. Is it All Star? I think I have All Star. So I have his entire Uncanny X-Men run. So yeah, I love love Jim Lee. So busy now being the publisher at DC. He just all these artists. I understand. Money, and I understand that that's what everyone strives for. That's why everyone works. That's what everybody ultimately wants. But eventually, though, you would think that he's earned enough doing all these other things that he would want to draw. Just put out cool stuff. And I would love him if he would do that. I think this is like a Nick Fury type character from his Wildstorm universe. So I honestly can't tell you if I maybe tried reading some Wildcats, but not really. It's you know, I buy it for the Jim Lee art. That's it. I just was visually stimulated with his art. I can't tell you the plot of these things. I'm sure some if you buy it and you read it, drop it down in the comment and tell me what this thing is about. I have I tried. But look at his art. I mean, goodness, what an artist he is. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Can you imagine if Jim Lee did the One Punch Man? Oh, that would be just amazing. Like I said, I'm moving fast because I'm just showing you the pretty pictures. I honestly, like I said, I think she kills this person. I always do these mean people. So I think, did we skip? Yeah, double page here, I think. Another double page, great. I don't know, are they all good? I guess they're all good. I think this is from Gen 13, Morgan Fairchild. I don't know. It was a lot of stuff at Image I didn't read. Actually, there's a lot of stuff. Even the stuff I bought, Spawn. I mean, I love Todd McFarlane. I love his art. I buy his art. I couldn't tell you what Spawn is about past the first 12 issues. I quit reading it and just looked at the pretty pictures. You know, there's comic books that you read, and then there's comic books that you just look at the pretty pictures. And this is one that you get just to look at the pretty pictures. So when we get to issue 6, I might break this down into two parts because this is a 12 and we're ready to hit 15 minutes here, so I don't want to keep everybody too long. Oh, great picture here, a great panel. I'm telling you, this guy can draw. That is for sure. Unfortunately, his buddy can't write, so. But you know, this is what he wanted to. This is another double panel. This is what he wanted to draw, so I get it. Draw what you love. But that script is definitely not going to win any awards. So I'll break this down into two videos. So we'll do um, 1 through 6, and then we'll do 7 through 12. So I think we're in 5. So man, Jim Lee. Oh, what a great artist. You can see why he inspired so many people. You can see why people went crazy for his X-Men. You can totally see why Jim Lee and Todd and Mark were the it three. and why Image Comics, despite having all these other, it was always going to do well because of those three. Trust me, if Liefeld and Larson and Valentino do Image without the other three, it would have disappeared off the face of this planet by now. Great cape. I think they're in another world, I think. So, another double panel. So, I think we're in number 6. So, we are almost done with this part of the video. Told you this Faraday's Law thing gets so annoying. So, this is Void from Wildcats. Just a way for Jim Lee to put his great panel here. Neither one is one. They're all floating, both of them. Just to combine his universe, his Wildstorm. Look at that. It looks like Thor away in a way. So I think these came in the late 90s. Another double page. Don't worry, kids, there's no nudity. Just a lot of implications. So is this, I think we're almost near the end of this issue, so that was it. So, all right, we will end our video here and pick it off on this issue. So, because it's already been like 17 minutes. So, like and subscribe. Thanks for listening.